Audio check, audio check. 1, 2, 3. It's live, it's going to come in a minute. Yeah, you haven't seen that. You should see the thing. It's not, it takes some time to get there. Good morning everyone, welcome to the class. And if this is your first class after a week or so of me being away, hope you have been practicing. Let's start to center ourselves. As you breathe, observe what's happening inside. Somewhere in your body, you got to feel the difference it is making, the breathing. It could be kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It could be some coolness. It could be a different level of energy compared to the rest of the body. But you ought to feel the difference, and that's what good breathing does. And we'll come back to meditation in a few, but let's go ahead and get to warm up. So work your fingers in and out. Rotate your hands at the wrists. And in the other direction. Now stretch your arms, open, close, inhale, open, exhale, close. Release, work your shoulders. Again, breathing slowly. Take it slowly so that you feel each and every muscle along the way. Okay, and in the other direction as well. Okay, release. Now look over your left shoulder and your right. Few times. Back to neutral. Flex your neck. Open, up, close, down. Back to neutral. And lastly, let's rotate the head. The purpose of which is to engage different muscles in the neck. Back to neutral, and then you want to rotate the head in the other direction. Alright, now let's come back to neutral. Let's start our gentle asana session with the Tadasana. So in the mountain, you want to keep your feet together or hip width apart, and then arms up. Lock your arms at the elbows. Point your index fingers up towards the ceiling and stand as steady as a mountain. As you visualize or imagine the mountain, think of yourself as a mountain, being strong and resolute in what you need to do. And slowly release. Okay. Try the side bend. So take your right arm up and you want to bend towards the left from the hips up. Keep your arm closer to your ear, meaning you don't want to drop your head down. So raise your head a little. Gently look at the ceiling, okay? Hold and breathe. Try to feel that open top right of your lungs with each breath. And slowly release. So that's a good stretch for a Saturday morning to start with. Try the side bend on the other side. And release. Now let's, before we do the shoulder stretch, let's try the hero posture. So get into a stance and point your left foot to the side, right inside. Okay, and then arms parallel to the mat. As you hold the hero posture, think of the hero within you, all the good you have done, all the good you are capable of doing. Feel the lightness within you, feel the energy flowing. Now slowly reach down to the triangle. If you have to increase the distance between the 2 feet, you can. You can also fold your leg a little and place the elbow if you can't reach all the way down. See where you want to go. If it starts to hurt, you got to back out. And come back up. So again, a good stretch. Try the same on the other side. So back to stance. So right foot to the side and left inside. Arms parallel to the mat. Look over the right shoulder. So as you hold the hero posture, as you think of what you can do, what you have done, all the good you can accomplish, feel proud of yourself, feel light. And then reaching down into the triangle. And release. Again, let the energy settle down. That rush of energy to the left side, let it find its balance. Now let's get into the shoulder stretch. Okay, so I wanted to show you something that we could use when you do the shoulder stretch. It could be a piece of rope or something like this. Okay, so this is what is used for isometric exercises. It's very good for developing each and every single muscle. So what you do basically, just like let's try the Gomukhasana. So you're going to place your left hand on the back, right hand from above, and if you cannot interlock the fingers, this is one good way to support yourself. Okay, so here your goal is to open up the chest and relax the neck. Okay, hold and breathe. Alright, so I'm going to keep this away. Release. Now let's try the same thing on the other side. So right hand goes on the back, left from above, reaching down. Good way to build strength and flexibility in your shoulders. Nice deep breathing. Release. Okay, shake your arms. So those are isometric exercises I was talking about. They define each and every muscle as you engage each and every muscle. So you want to do some search and find something similar. This one is originally from a company called Bull Worker. If you are interested, let me know. I can send you a link. Okay, so we did some stretching for the shoulders, and now let's get to balancing, right? So let's go try the tree. Shift your weight to the right, place your left leg anywhere on the right, below or above the knee, and hold and breathe. Try to relax the leg on which you're standing, keeping your eyes on the ground. And release. Shake your leg. Let's try the tree on the other side. So somebody might think, why should we, do all the circus in yoga? It's more to engage each and every muscle and let the energy reach different parts of the body. Okay, it's a different way of doing things without really having to depend on anything else apart from what your body provides. It's also a way to experience different living beings and things on the planet. According to the text, there are about 84,000 asanas if you include all the variations. So you get to experience different states of mind of different beings and things. So we got our balancing. Now let's finish it off with standing chair. So you want to sit down as you stand, knees behind the toes. Let's raise the arms up, okay? That way our back is lengthened. So in yoga, you got to relax your body to let the energy flow. Don't want to tighten your muscles. Release. So you're going to relax the muscles most of the cases. Some postures you have to tighten, but those are more of an exception. Okay, so let's warm up for some sun salutations. So start with the back bend. You want to reach back and up, hold and breathe. And hinge at the hips into forward bend. Take your time early in the morning. back to starting prayer position. Let's try the intermediate sun salutation, okay? Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, lunge, left foot to the back. Downward dog. And stretch, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. Lunge, right foot ahead. Standing forward bend, exhale. Inhale, back bend. Back to prayer position. One more time, start with prayer position. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Lunge. I'm taking my left foot back. You can take the other foot back, and then downward dog. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. Lunge. And standing forward bend, exhale. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Let the energy settle down again. And now let's get down to the mat and into Sukhasana. So if you're wearing, for example, sweatpants, just pull them up a little, okay? That way it doesn't hold the kneecaps tightly. You got to have some freedom there. Start with Sukhasana. Hands to the back. Hold the right wrist and bend towards the left knee. Let go of your head. With each exhalation, continue to hold and breathe. Back to neutral. Hold the left wrist, pull it down gently as you bend towards the right knee. Come back to neutral, bring your hands to the front, walk the fingers away, head down, get that good stretch in your back, hold and breathe. You should also lightly compress your lower abs, okay? Gently squeeze it. And back to Sukhasana. Now for the twist, so you're going to, let's start with twisting to the right. Place your left hand on the outside of the right knee and turn to your right and back, keeping your back up and erect. Okay, so you got to keep both the tailbone in contact with the mat. Then focus your attention, energy, breathing well. Come back to neutral. And now let's twist to the left. Back to neutral. Okay, now let's bring both the feet together. Baddha Konasana, our bound angle. Let's pull the toes up as we kind of lean onto them or grip them. It'll help you sit up straight, opening up especially around the lower abdomen. Fill that space with energy as you breathe. So deep breathing. And as you keep pulling the toes gently, you want to lean forward. If you want, if it helps, keep the heels away slightly, and let go of the trunk and head as you exhale each time. Come back up. All right. Now let's get down to the mat and on the trunk. Resting your forehead on the mat first. Fold your arms at the elbows, fingertips at the crown of the head. Let's try half cobra first. Inhale, push the chin up, lifting the trunk up without using your arms. Exhale down. Inhale up, down as you exhale. One more time. Inhale. This time you're going to hold the posture and breathe. Good for your back. And release. Now for the full cobra, inhale, push the chin up, lifting the back and engaging the arms this time. However, keep the elbows close to the body, meaning you want to keep it tucked in and the shoulders down. And releasing. Take your hands to the back, rest the chin on the mat, and as you inhale, lift the left leg up straight, down as you exhale. A couple more times, up and down. Next time you inhale, hold the leg up, continue to breathe. release. Try the same with the right leg. Inhaling up and exhaling down a few times. And then next inhalation, you want to hold the leg up, continue to breathe. Try not to lean onto the other side. And release, okay? Just rest your face on the side for a moment. Now, fold your legs into the back. See if you can hold the ankles and just lift the trunk up. Hold and breathe. And release, okay? So much for some back bends in the gentle Hatha Yoga class, right? In the intermediate class, we'll probably do more, but this is a good start. Now we want to roll, rest on the back. Bring your feet on the mat, legs bent, and then drop each knee to its side. Let go of your lower back. It should arch up naturally. Use your hands to keep the legs down. Nice deep breathing. This should feel good for the hips and the outward rotation. Now let's bring both the knees up together and pull the left knee into your chest as you straighten out the right leg. Apply a healthy amount of pressure on the lower abdomen. Nice deep breathing. And release, and pull the right knee into your chest. And release, okay? Now bring both the feet on the mat, legs bent at the knees, and into bridge, Sethu Bandhasana. So you want to keep your feet, I would say, closer to the back. So if you stretch your arms, maybe the back of your heels should touch the fingertips, okay? But if you find it hard, you can always keep the feet away. Inhale, you want to raise the hips up You can support the back with your hands, so you're shifting the weight onto the ground through your elbows. Hold and breathe. Keep the legs parallel to each other. Breathe through the top of your lungs. And slowly release. Okay, now pull both the knees into your chest. Lift the head off the mat. Rock on the small of your back. And finally, let's come back up to Sukhasana. Let's practice some pranayama and bandhas, energy locks. First, let's let that energy settle down. Good way to do that is with some meditation. Form a loop with your index and thumb fingers. Stretch the fingers out, keep the palms open in a receptive mode. Imagine rays of good energy being meant for you, being sent for you, falling onto your palm, and as you inhale, you are going to absorb that energy onto yourself. Now, let's practice Jalandhara Bandha. So inhale and you got to drop your chin, locking your throat. Hold the breath as long as you're comfortable, and then when you're ready to breathe, let go and breathe normally. Okay, let's try Jalandhara Bandha for 2 or 3 times. Okay. One more time. Come back to neutral. Breathe normally. Let's practice the 4 stages of breathing, right? Inhale, hold, exhale and hold. But however, we are going to incorporate that with some visualization. Okay, and the way we do this, one of the ways, is think of a source of energy or a being or a god. Could be anyone you believe in. Okay, so when you inhale, think of drawing that energy or that source onto yourself. As you hold, let it spread within, make you feel more powerful, strengthened. As you exhale, you collect all the energies that you don't want to have and pass it back to that source. And then after that, you hold the breath and you think you are one with the source. Okay, so let's practice that for a few times. Slowly breathe normally after your next exhalation. Finally, let's end the class with Uddayana. Uddayana is the abdominal lock. So you want to lean forward, expel the air from your system forcefully and quickly. Maintain that vacuum as you pull the diaphragm up into the back of your body or to the spine. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try one more time. After next bandha, just let go. Feel what is happening inside. Just observe your breathing. Don't think of the past. Don't think of the future. And with that, we'll end today's class. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Keep up your practice.